G'day and welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name's Jamie McKenna, and to my left this week at Order the Man on the panel, who has least recently had a beer, it's my little brother Joe. How are you, Joe boy?
Yes, I'm going good. Haven't had a beer in, I don't know, like a while.
That's my right, coming in to see at 6'1", as he does each and every week. It's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Ginger Boy. Ginger Boy, how are you?
I had a beer on the weekend at Strummingbird Festival. And we'll be talking about that tonight.
Huge. Kicking things off tonight with a bit of an old-timey beer story.
Yes, back in my day.
Junior Boy, you got a bit of a news article for us about McDonald.
That's right, Macca's are in the news for something good this time.
Oh, we're also doing a bit of a rave review about Strummingbird.
A country festival in Perth.
Excitingly, we have an everyday hero sent in from a big guest, big friend of the show. We've also got a guest announcement to end on, boys. Massive ep. Let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Mingo.
How are we all? Are we all well?
Yes, I'm going well, and I want to talk about something that happened back in my day.
Here we go.
Back when I was a little few years younger than Riley is right now, because this came up. It was something that Riley said he had no idea about.
Yes, not a clue.
Not a clue. We are talking about none other than the Perth Beer Wars
The Perth Beer Wars. What are the Perth
of
Beer Wars?
2018.
Oh, it was actually that recently.
Yep.
Was it that recent?
Yeah, when did you think it was?
I have no idea. I remember it taking place, but I don't remember any of the major details about it. Hilariously, a few of my mates this weekend, we were at a pub and it just come up naturally. And it was, I think you'd mentioned it to me during the week.
Yeah.
And I just thought, maybe now I'll take some notes, but I was a bit too drunk to be taking notes.
Beer.
But
You're
yeah.
having your own beer war.
Everyone,
Yeah.
You in the bottom of
your
this freaking
stomach.
Guinness.
but yeah, what a time to be alive. I remember it briefly. It's very fleeting in my mind.
So Riley, as someone who doesn't know anything about it,
Yep.
what do you think it is?
I'm not sure. It's definitely some sort of like war to do with beer. And is it explicit to Perth? Was it only a Perth?
Yeah.
It was just in Perth, yeah.
There we go.
So this was between, I believe it started in January,
Okay.
when we've got a little report here.
January 2018.
January 2018, Rory Campbell reports that so it's him coming up with this information. It was the village in Subiaco,
Which is a pub.
which is a pub, dropped the price of their pints down to $4.
Oh, it was that. They went down that low.
They went lower, baby.
Yeah, that's just the
They
starting
went lower.
bid.
What
That
was
was the first shot.
in the war. So was that was that a specific type of beer? Was that all pints?
Good question. Not sure.
No, I believe that they just did what I remember and what got brought up on the weekend was that they. So then the other pubs around the place.
So one very close by, the Vic Hotel,
Yes.
dropped down to a pint for $3.50.
Yes.
Wow.
And this, if you shoot someone on the street,
Yeah.
that's just a bit of fun. But if everyone gets together and starts shooting,
Yeah.
that's a beer war.
A what?
A beer war.
What's that? A beer war.
What do you think I'm saying?
A beer war.
Yeah.
That is a beer. No, it's a beer war.
Beer war.
And it was off. It was off for young and old. There were places going around. There were a lot of places that were dropping their price down to $3.50.
Yeah.
To the point where people didn't fucking know what to do. I remember going. This was when I was in uni.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, why wouldn't you go out and get absolutely koloshed for that cheap price? Cost of living. No one was talking about.
That's what the lads were
Cost
saying.
of living was too low.
The boys are saying that like they would literally rock up to a pub with $7 in coins and be able to buy a round for their mates.
Wow.
And just like a crazy time to be alive. However, it was mentioned that like the only beers you could get were the so let's say it's the Vic Hotel. They put on their own lager that they could charge $3.50 for. But on reflection, I read this morning that wasn't necessarily the case. So while it might appear that the Vic Park Hotel were running their own beer, apparently they just rebranded up another beer as their own beer because let's say it was Carlton Draft, right?
Yeah.
Carlton Draft didn't want to be associated with having cheap beer because it would devalue their product.
Yeah.
So they
And
were
then you
literally
wouldn't be able to sell it at the bottler because why would you?
Yeah, so they literally were just like repackaging up Carlton Draft as Vic Park Lager charging $3 and being like, there you go, you can have it. And
It
everyone's assuming that it's like just this shit beer. But it's the beer that you could in the same transaction pay $8, $9, $10 for at the time.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And it just sort of, like people just went out because it was so cheap. Because that's the thing, obviously, like that's why people don't really go to pubs and stuff nowadays because it's so expensive. And if you are going like for a big night out, you like pre-drink or whatever.
It all happened around the same time as the Subiaco Oval got told that they were going to be finishing up and that Perth, like the Optus Stadium was built. So like all these places that were sort of watering holes for when the footy was on and when sport was on in WA.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're like, okay, we don't have that venue. So people aren't just going to walk in. We need a reason for people to come. I remember the Vic Park at the time saying like they were getting like 50 to 60 people through the door.
Yeah.
Before they did the Beer Wars. And then it was like 600 people coming through per evening, per
They
session.
said the quote here is on Sunday we had an average of 65 people. Now it gets up to about 400 or 500 at any point in time.
Like that's huge. But
you would go in and it would be absolutely pumping. We got a quote here from the then WA Health Minister, none other than Roger Cook.
Oh,
The
he used to
boss
be
of
the
the
health
state.
minister.
Yeah,
Big Roger Dodger.
He's moving up. He said, obviously health minister, you have certain responsibilities you need to attend to.
Yeah.
Such as the health of everyone in the state.
Yeah.
He says, it strikes me that it's a very low price. What that suggests to me is where they're encouraging dangerous levels of consumption of alcohol, which could lead to dangerous situations. Spot on, Roger.
I think we need to bring it back. We've gone too far the other way. We were at a
How
pub.
much is a pint now?
Well, we were at a pub the other week. I won't mention the place we went to because I actually really liked the venue itself.
Yep.
We were there for, must have been Dad's birthday or Father's Day. One of these. Yeah, it was really Father's Day. Dad's birthday's in a little while. So we're there for Father's Day. Can you guys remember where I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Went up to buy a beer.
Yep.
Just like it might have been like a Stone and Wood or a Bolter, which is traditionally a little bit more expensive, a little bit more premium than like your standards.
Yeah.
Ballpark figure me for one pint.
$15.
Yeah, I know how much it costs. So.
$17.80.
Oh shit, that's more than I remembered.
Which is more.
Is that a Father's Day bonus?
It was nearly more. It was nearly more than the meal I purchased.
Holy shit, the bed.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just couldn't fathom. Like I thought when I went up there and paid 17, when I literally ordered it, and he goes, "Yeah, no worries, man, just on here." And they never tell you how much it is. They just let the little machine tell you how much it is.
And
then you look down,
you've
you're
had
like,
enough that you can't see that.
you're like, shit the bed. My card might melt if I put it on this. This is a huge number. About $18 or $17.
I was
Slam it down. But the thing is so if you go to a pub, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the Palmy's $32 and you order that. That's a little bit more expensive than you would traditionally order. But you don't know what's coming out. It could be a Palmy as big as this. Do you know what I mean? It could be a one full palm. And I have been to pubs where sometimes the plate comes out and the Palmy don't fit on the plate. And you're like, I understand why I'm paying $32. But with a pint, you literally know the measurement. Like it's not like it's going to be a jumbo pint that they're going to fill up more than a normal pint.
Yeah.
Like you can quite literally compare because everything's identical.
You know what I hate? There's one item at a restaurant that I will never ever buy because I've had bad run-ins in the past. It's the spring roll.
Oh, okay.
Because usually if you're buying a spring roll from a restaurant, you're thinking, especially if it's like a nicer restaurant, you're thinking these spring rolls are going to be, like the big ones, like the big juicy ones.
The chodes.
I've gone to, exactly. You're expecting a chode roll coming out.
Chode roll.
Yeah, like a juicy chode that you can just sort of dig your teeth into.
Clip that up. Clip that up.
And I've gone to, and I don't know, again, I'm not going to name the place, but this is an upscale venue.
Okay.
And they do, dare I say, Asian fusion.
Okay.
As most places seem to do nowadays.
Yeah.
So I was like, these spring rolls are going to be banging. Like everything else we get in here is good.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered the spring rolls, and it's like they're these tiny little ones, and they were like $10, $12 for like four maybe? Of this like yum, like the yum cha selection from
Yes. And it's mostly
Literally
pastry.
that.
It's
Literally
mostly
that.
pastry.
Yeah.
They look like little pinky fingers.
It's literally 50% pastry, 50% like shredded carrot.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be like
what is
it would be like, to put this in like meat eater terms, it would be like if you ordered like, you go to a German restaurant,
you
order like the gourmet bratwurst, and then they pull out the red
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt,
Frankies.
yeah.
Spewing.
If we were to bring back the Beer Wars, how much do you reckon would be because I hope it comes back. I don't know if it will, but I hope it does. What would be the ballpark figure that you're hoping? Because you're not getting 350.
No.
Cost of
Was that
living.
the lowest?
There was
$3.50?
another place that was doing a paddle for $2.50. So that was
That's elite.
But that was like a tasting paddle.
I remember in Freo, like 2015, you could get middies for like $2, but only on some certain nights.
Wow.
And so you'd go and you'd just bring all your shrapnel and have a midi for $2.
It's not. I remember we were at a certain venue that I won't say the name of because we like them. But yeah, I ordered a ginger beer and it was like, this was a few years ago back. And then that set me on the path to giving up drinking.
That was Joe's
That
point.
pricey.
How much would you want? How much would you want to pay for a pint if it was like during these sorts of times now? If they brought it back 7-8 years after the fact.
$5-6.
Yeah, I reckon $6 pint would be elite. I'd
Yeah.
happily knock that.
I reckon
You can still find like $8 pints.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is pretty good.
I reckon 5 would be prime because then you could be like paying cat. Like imagine going up with a crisp $5, slamming it on,
Yeah,
and getting a delicious bevy.
that's it.
A boy can dream. All right, Junior Boy, you got a bit of news for us.
Da 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 da.
These boys make a feature on our show, I'd say more than anyone. Like if you had to, I don't know, what do you call it?
The Venn diagram.
Nah, not the Venn diagram, like a
A bar.
Like
a Gantt
we got a
chart.
Gantt.
what did you call me?
Scatter plot.
Yeah, like if you had to have like a hot zone for like words
A heat
mentioned.
map.
Yeah, a bit of a heat
A word
map.
cloud.
Yeah, a word cloud of
Be Sanchez.
Sanchez went through the roof last week. Sanchez is a close second.
Yeah, like if you looked on like a
Gantt chart.
See, it's hard, isn't it? And again, he keeps calling you that.
what's like the stock, like like the
Share price.
Yeah, if you looked at like the share thing, and it's like a X and Y axis, for
Yeah,
example. So
okay.
the Y is to the sky.
Of course,
obviously.
yeah.
I didn't think we were going to
Yeah.
get in the weeds here.
And then it's
Yeah.
all on the X axis has every one of our episodes, and at 267 there's a massive
Yeah.
It's
massive
like
launch
you
of
know you can do that
Sanchez.
with words on Google. You can search up a word to see how common they are.
Yeah.
So for example, I was having a discussion the other day about how the phrase bucket list only came about because of the movie, The Bucket List,
Wow.
which
okay.
came out in like the
2010s?
mid 2000s.
Yeah, okay.
And there was that it definitely doesn't sound right for how everyone knows bucket list as like
Yeah.
a thing. But I would probably like 10 people seen the movie. Like but yeah, you can see the chart and you can see how many times the phrase bucket list has appeared in the written English language.
There you go. Well, McDonald's we talk about a great deal. We've got them again tonight. Do we still have time?
We got some hot news, boys. This is a big one coming in from Macca's. I want to get your thoughts and opinions on this. I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on what they've been up to as of late, and we'll break it all down.
Okay.
You can now get a university degree
Oh, I did see this.
using credits, but you can now get. Wait, no.
Is that where you got your university degree from?
I've screwed the pooch. You can now get university degree credits by just working at Macca's.
Yeah, which is massive. I don't know what
Degrees Burgernomics.
I don't know what degree you get. Like chief fry cook. Is that
So it's not an actual. You're not getting a Macca's degree.
Best clown restaurant owner.
what are you talking?
You can't. You're not.
Have you
get a
had a
degree.
few beers? Have you been to the pub
be a
before?
degree.
Have you
tonight?
noticed he's not pronouncing words? very
He's
well
like he's
tonight?
had his stroke.
Had a lot of
His
pain.
shoulders all fucked.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain.
He's
Doesn't
doing
mean
all
I had
these-
a lot of painkillers.
It doesn't mean you don't have to
Hasn't
fucking talk normal.
I don't think
Joey.
he's got a single sentence out that made sense. yet. He's going to be the brains of the pack.
How
Do
dare
you need Sanchez to wake it up a bit? Really get you going?
That's right. So starting today, more than 20,000 Macca's workers across Australia will be able to turn their on-the-job experience into actual uni credits.
What are they credits though?
So previously, you've been able to earn TAFE accreditations through jobs at Macca's, such as like a Cert 3 in hospitality.
Okay,
Oh, okay, that
makes sense.
makes a bit of sense. It's
Yeah.
I would say it's a very loose form of hospitality.
That
Like pumping the ice cream is not doing a great deal in my mind for your learning.
Yeah. But This is a new program. It's called Archways to Opportunity,
Nice.
God.
which lets managers and crew coaches, so not just your regular staff,
Okay.
earn up to 8 micro credentials just by doing their regular training and work.
Micro credentials. That's what we call Joe.
So these micro credentials can be taken to any uni in Australia and used as credit towards degrees like business, commerce, management, HR, technology, and IT.
That's huge. I don't know what they would equate to. What does one?
What does one micro credit get you?
Yeah.
That's what we're about to dive into.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm as a hazard a guess, I'm not going to say it's much. I reckon you're going to need 4 micro credits to get a genuine credit for a subject.
Yeah. See,
Oh, did I get that right?
no.
Oh.
But it does break down into some interesting math. So each micro credential counts for up to 1 subject credit in an undergraduate degree.
That's pretty good.
A whole subject.
It's pretty good, right?
So you mean,
But, okay.
so you're in business, intro to business. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Burgers.
So how long do you have to have done the? How long do you have to have been at Macca's to have earned a single credit, a micro credit?
I'm not sure, just however long it takes to take these training courses.
Because like for example, like if I did a hard
It'd be a lot
uni,
cheaper,
if I did a
right?
hard uni unit and went fuck this, I'm gonna go flip a few burgers for 2 weeks, like, and then you come back and you're like, oh. Jono, you failed human anatomy. I can't even say it. You failed human anatomy, and I'm like, yeah, but you should have seen the quarter pounders I was making.
Yeah.
They go, oh, I forgot you were doing that. No worries about
I passed cow anatomy.
it. Yeah, you can do surgery now.
So every uni has its own credit system, which makes that really hard to break down.
yeah.
But they've done a little bit of a breakdown for us. So people can now save up to $20,000 in uni fees and up to 1 year of undergraduate uni studies just through doing the training at Macca's.
Just to do the
That's it.
training, you don't even have to do a shift.
No.
Oh.
You do the training while you're on the job.
Why are you doing it? Yeah.
They haven't delved into like what the training entails or anything, but it's nuts. So like my HECS debt is like a fair bit. It's like, it's in the 5 figures, right? And a lot of people's are.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd say most people, yeah.
Yeah. So like a uni degree these days will cost you around 50 grand, and you're saving 40% of that by working at Macca's. So you can get paid to get your uni degree done. How good's that? And you could save up to a year. So you could work at Macca's, do all this training, whatever it is, save a year and save 20 grand.
Yeah, and think about all the free food you'd get.
Yeah. How good.
Yeah,
That
it's an
is
interesting one.
nuts.
I'm intrigued to see what the transfer is like between. So you have to work and do the course. It's not just specific shifts. You don't get credit for just doing your shifts. You have to do some training as well.
You got to do it late night.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be doing like the books as well.
You got
Yeah.
to man McCafe solo.
Well, that's what they haven't.
The dead of winter.
Your exam is someone walks in
Yeah.
late while you're by yourself and you got to fend off the store.
yeah.
It's you versus the hungry
Beat a
man.
robbery.
Yeah, the roof man. You haven't
Yeah.
seen that. You got to beat up roof man in order to win.
Yeah, they haven't delved into what the training on site is, but it can't take away from too much of your normal duties because you're still getting paid to work as a Macca's employee. So,
Yeah, it's
That's
strange.
great. I mean,
I
good-
feel like
good on 'em.
I honestly think our generation might be the last ones to value. Value is a very loose word. The university system. I just don't think. I know a lot of people who are doing quite well and haven't been to uni don't have a 50 grand HECS debt. And I think kids who are finishing up university, finishing up high school within the next 10 years. When we were there, uni was like that was
Yeah.
sort of heavily pushed,
I think
heavily
now the job
incentivized
is,
to do that. Now it's like, oh, why don't you just work the grill?
Yeah. Or maybe learn how to fix robots because they'll be doing all the work.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally, right?
There you go. Would you go back? So could you get? Would you
Do another degree.
Yeah, do a double.
Well, if you're thinking about doing a second
Do a double
degree,
quarter pounder.
if you're thinking about doing a second degree or your
Yeah.
first, just get a job at Macca's for the time being. Do that. Get some micro credentials accruing,
Yeah.
and you'll be sweet.
Do you have to then go into the university and tell them? I feel like that would be a bit of a tougher chat.
Yeah, it's kind of like as if so. Like you know how like
Some of the
But
university
what
stuff.
about the stuff that you're meant to be learning? I guess you like. So if you're doing, you said you could do IT,
yeah.
but what about the stuff that you're learning in IT class?
Yeah.
You'd think like say if you did the first
The,
year
the
of
issue
IT,
is you have to redo the second and third year multiple times.
Yeah, because you
you're
don't understand a
failing.
fucking word.
Yeah.
And you can't touch any of the. You can't hold your pencil or use the computer because you got all grease down your arm. All right, boys, very excited for this. Cannot remember the last time you did a O'Reilly's Rave review, but you were at an event on the weekend, so it is time to throw it back to Riley's Rave Review.
Strummingbird Festival.
Strummingbird Festival is getting reviewed. Now, just for those who are joining us for the first time in a hot minute, or those who have joined us the whole way along and have gone, hang on, they haven't done a Riley's Rave Review in 2.5 years. What are the credentials? What are we looking at today?
What are the micro credentials?
So what we do here is we rank each. We have 4 categories and we rank them out of 5, and then we divide. And then we add them all together, divide by 2, which gives us a score out of 10.
Yes, I think that sounds pretty mathematical.
I think you do all out of 10.
No, they're all out of 5, Joey. We made it complicated at the start.
The final one is out of 10.
Yeah, so we times it. We add it all together and then we divide by 2.
No, I think we do it by 5. I think it always finishes out of 5. It always finishes out of 5.
No,
because
Metro's got a 10 out of 10.
Anyway, they're all out of 10.
We got 4 categories: toilets, atmosphere, people, and music.
Fantastic. Where do you want to start with tonight?
People.
We start with the people at the Strummingbird. Now, give us a rundown as to what Strummingbird Festival is.
Strummingbird Festival is Australia's country music festival, and for the first time that I'm aware, came to Perth.
Yeah, first time it's been around ever?
I thought it was the first time it ever existed.
Yeah, Australia-wide.
It actually might be, and to be honest, it blew my bloody socks off, boys. It was
Wow.
that well run
Blew your
that,
cowboy boots up.
that I would have thought this thing ran forever. And that's my new kind of thing. I say thang now.
Oh, well, you're from the country.
Was there a lot of people getting around with wheat in their mouth?
No wheat in the mouth.
Yeah.
But there was lots of people. Oh, nice segue, Joe. Of
You already...
people wearing cowboy attire, boots
Yeah.
with the fur,
With the fur.
cowboy hats, a lot of flannels going around. I was repping myself, a flannel. It had to be done. Covey, who I went with Covey and Kate. Nothing bad happened, so I can say their names.
Both been on the show before, I believe.
I've been on the show before, I believe. Covey was full wearing, like, he messaged us
He was
before
just
we
as a
went.
cow.
I was like,
He was the catch cow.
we were like, are we full dressing up for this? And Covey was like, darn tootin' we are. He was wearing full cowboy hat, which apparently cost a fair bit of cash.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
His dad's flannel, and these like boot cut jeans and actual boots as well. I was like, wow.
We're going to need to get a photo of this outfit. We're going to need a photo of your attire as well. Did you get a group shot?
A groupie? No, we didn't get a
Oh,
groupie.
you guys got to
But
get a groupie.
the people at the Strummingbird Festival, awesome. It was a 10 out of 10 experience. It was a 5 out of 5 experience for the people. It was all ages event, so there was lots of families getting around. I had this one great interaction with this old doll in the line for the toilets.
Nice.
They didn't have many toilets, which
And
we'll
you were
get
both
to.
heading to the same...
Same cubicle, yeah. It was the porta potty-esque.
Oh, okay.
She was standing in front of us and she just turned around and started yapping to us. And the more we started talking, the more I was like, oh, this chick's pretty cool. She was a full-on like country girl, like drove all the way up for this festival just to come and see Jelly Roll. She's a big Jelly Roll head.
Okay, I am not familiar with Jelly Roll in the slightest. I was unaware that our man Shaboozy was even performing until, 2-3 days before the event.
That's fair.
And I love Shaboozy.
You do
But Jelly Roll, never heard of.
I was in a similar boat. But yeah, the people were awesome. Didn't have a bad interaction the whole time. It was
Very
awesome.
country-esque. Very.
Yeah. Everyone was like actually from the country, and there was a couple city folk like me
Pretending.
getting around. But
That's cool though. Good on him for like making the effort. He's in Claremont, wasn't it? So it's not
Yeah.
really like in the country.
I was like, yeah, near the city.
Did they get Uber back to the country tough gig or
I
what?
think that was
I think
staying
you
up
get
here.
an Uber.
Hey,
I think it's more of a...
they come down.
Yeah.
Stay.
Because actually...
It was a Sunday night.
It was, yeah.
Actually, on this...
No,
But they all work on farms.
no
so-
delis had milk
Yeah,
on Monday.
yeah.
I'm hearing none of them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a massive food shortage. We're all fucked.
And we're blaming Jelly Roll.
Yeah, the people, 5 out of 5.
Huge, love it. Any fights?
Nah.
I saw in Melbourne there was a few little punch-ons.
Oh, at the Strum.
Yeah.
People were strumming it on.
Yeah.
Any jewels? Meet me in the middle of town.
Oh,
And I'll shoot you.
Tumbleweed kind of going
Yeah.
past sort of thing.
I thought he was saying Beals again. Beer Wars.
Atmosphere. They had the second, so the number one stage was in the middle of the showgrounds on the big grass area where they have the fireworks and everything during the Royal Show.
Yeah.
But the second stage we couldn't really find. We had to do a second lap of the joint, and we found it.
Find.
And it was in the shed which they have the petting zoo.
Oh, yeah.
There was still hay on the ground and horse shit. No, not really. But we saw this guy called Matt Hansen in there. He was so good. I had no idea who he was. Cade knew who he was, so we went in there to watch him sing. And he played one of his songs, and he was like such a strong singer. You know those country boys that like just like got so much voice, but they're just so loud. Like you could turn the mic off and we could still hear this guy. And then he finished up one of his songs, and then he finished on he was like, "We're gonna finish with another song, one of my favorites. This one's Iris by Goo Goo Dolls."
Oh wow, big hitter. Is he by himself as
Fucking
well?
went off. No, he's got a band.
Okay.
But he was a solo operator. The atmosphere at the joint was bloody going off. It was so busy. The amount of food options, they had like 50 food vans going around.
Yeah.
Like some festivals you go to, they only got like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Um,
These ones had 50.
yeah, they had 50. And there was like lines to they had these big trucks set up where you could buy like it was like an RM Williams sort of truck.
I was gonna ask, could you buy merchandise for like the hats and the boots and the shit?
You could buy like normal like festival merch, or you could buy
Country gear.
actual like a $400 Akubra
crazy.
or a belt or new boots.
Because people would just be, you're at this festival, you're having a great time, everyone's dressed up. You're like, I want to be a fucking cowboy.
Yeah, I'm going home with
Any
this
Woodies?
chick that I met at the toilets, and I'm going to become a cowboy. I love this life.
Anyone dressed up as Woody?
No one was dressed up as Woody. Not that I saw.
Missed
Halloween was
opportunity. Any buzzers?
Any buzz?
no
What about
buzz.
Rex?
But we walked out of the Matt Hansen gig, and there was this massive line out the front, and Kate was like, "Oh, the toilets must be that way." No, that was the line to get into the truck to buy a new belt. It was freaking huge.
To buy a belt.
But the belt, the cap, the whip, all the shit.
Was anyone doing? Did they have whipping
I think
going
they were
on?
hiding the whips. It was a music festival with lots of
I've seen. Have
alcohol.
you ever seen the whip in a real life situation?
Yeah, it's loud and
Fucking
scary.
impressive stuff. You can really do some damage with it as well.
And the belt.
Yeah, imagine
If
so.
you're that way inclined.
People 5, Atmos 5. Wow,
This is.
I think we might be on track for.
I just got a call from
Metro.
Metros. They are quivering,
Shaking in their
they're
boots.
shaking. Well, they don't have boots.
They're saying this town ain't big enough for the both of them.
They're shaking in their TNs
yeah.
as they hear the boots clanking on the way toward.
Yeah, it's got a bit
Metros.
of a Western-esque.
We flick over to the toilets there.
Oh,
no.
and the tone in which he says that makes
They've
me
already
think,
been mentioned multiple times.
So there was 2 sets of toilets. One at like the very, very back of the festival, which like was a genuine walk to get to. So they weren't as popular.
I don't mind that though. With all due respect, I want my toilets as far away as humanly possible. Just for, I don't really care about like. I never needed to go to the toilet in a rush.
Yeah.
Like I can sense that shit coming. So if I need to walk for 5 minutes, that's fine by me. As long as I can't smell it while I'm enjoying everything else.
You also don't want to be going to the closest toilets because if someone needs to go as like an emergency, you don't want to be in there after them and they'll be hitting the closer toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
So
wrong with a distant pisser.
the way that the popular toilets were structured was bar on the left side, and then a bunch of porta potties in the middle, and then a bar on the right side. So it was like a real breeding ground of everyone.
A lot of liquid.
A lot of
getting
liquid, yeah.
moved around.
The lines were insatiably long, like a 10-minute wait. And there were like actual lines. Like when I've been to other music festivals, you kind of just stand outside of one porta potty and wait for that one.
Which is a way better way to go about it.
But there was like security like ushering people in, like one out, one in sort of situation.
They're into line dancing and line queuing, eh?
Yeah, it was a good time to have a chat with that chick, which got the people a 5 mark. But the toilets, unfortunately, just due to the wait, they're going to have to get a 4.
Getting a 4.
They
Now,
were clean, but they're going to have to get a 4.
just for reference, if anyone's been to Metro's Fremantle, I've been in the toilets, didn't love them. Riley, 5 out of 5 for Metro's
They had
Fremantle.
character.
So to cop a 4 out of 5, they must be pretty hectic.
That's right. The porcelain
Were
on
they
the floor,
clean?
they were pretty clean, yeah.
I think that
'Cause they were also-
I would prefer to wait.
They were
Yeah, but
and
a clean-
piss, like knowing what liquid is going out.
Yeah, but
Sometimes I've gone to the toilet and come out wetter than I went in.
Even
and
a
going,
clean
I would have
porta
if I had
potty-
pissed on my leg, I would have been drier than if I had gone to the toilet then.
Even a clean porta potty is pretty rough. Even one I feel like that's coming fresh out of the factory.
Yeah.
You'd go in about, ugh.
Yeah, but these toilets were mixed gendered. So if you have
Okay.
ladies using the toilet,
I always feel bad for the ladies in that regard.
but Like,
Because they're not making any of them.
Nah, but then
they
they're
stay
not.
a bit cleaner.
And also the line situation,
Makes it last.
pure quality.
Yeah.
I always feel
100.
terrible going into a Portaloo and it is an absolute mare of a joint. And then I walk out and a poor girl goes
You've
in
just
next.
pissed all on
No,
the stage, all on the wall.
I've just done my.
You've done a
I
shit
even
in the
bother
sink.
aiming. But then I walk out and they go to walk in and I go, like they would have
Good
no
luck in
idea,
there,
but
love.
they're assuming that I've done a lot of that damage because I'm the most recent user.
Yeah.
So I do sort of, it's a weird one because you want to apologize. But if you apologize, then they're like, well, he definitely fucked that shit up. Where if you say nothing, you just look like an asshole.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one.
It's a toughie.
You're just like, good luck in there.
It's a toughie, Joey. It's a toughie.
It's a toughie.
So we got a 4 out of 5 for the toilets at Strummingbird. And lastly, and potentially most importantly,
Oh, yeah. It's a bloody music festival. It's half the name. Let's talk about the music.
let's talk about the music.
I was there to see 2 men. I was there mainly to see 1 man, and his name's Shaboozy.
Yes.
Fucking hell, boys. Was I starstruck and overwhelmed with how good he was. He was a star up there. I've been to many a music festival before, especially hip-hop ones, such as a hip-hop one in Perth.
ones, for sure.
And the acts, they're very famous American people, and the acts aren't very personal. They get on there, they sing 5 to 10 of their
They're
hit
about
songs,
business.
and they walk off
Get in,
without
get
mentioning where they are,
Get
who they're
paid.
talking to. Is the mic even on sometimes?
So what set Shaboozy apart?
Well, there was it felt like an actual concert. It felt like I was at a Shaboozy concert, which happened to be taking place at this festival. It was awesome. The bloke teared up before he sang one of his hit songs, Good News. And that's how I knew. I was like, this is a bloody personal connection. And like half of the crowd knew all the songs as well, but half of them didn't.
Yeah.
And I was in the camp that knew more. So it felt like I was really like,
Die Hard.
yeah.
Not like when you're at the Jelly Roll.
And that's when we got to Jelly Roll.
Giving a bit of, I love aeroplane jelly.
I didn't know much about Jelly Roll before I saw him. All I know is that he's a heavy lad.
That's all I knew. All I heard was
Tat
that
it up.
all I knew he was taking the Ozempics. That's all I've heard. Since he got off the plane, apparently he's a lot skinnier than when he got on the plane.
He used to be a lot heavier, but boy, oh boy, is he looking good these days. Still
Soon
heavy
he'll be
though.
Jelly six-pack.
He's still pretty heavy though.
Right.
And
okay.
it's a part
So
of his,
while away.
it's a part of his brand. It's awesome.
It's
It's
a
so
roll.
fun to just watch someone come out just rocking it, like not looking like all proper and clean and like got this like
Shaboozy's pretty cut.
oh Shaboozy, yeah, Shaboozy, yeah, Shaboozy good.
Is Shaboozy tall?
I didn't stand next to him, but by the looks of
Shaboozy,
things.
I actually saw.
And he was drinking like someone poured me up a double shot of whiskey. Bloke was drinking Jack Daniels out the bloody bottle.
Wow, that would really do you
Drink
in.
don't need no mix. He took that shit literally.
Well, he did a gig like every night for 6 nights in a row. He's just drinking from the bottle. That is a big session.
He went out the back, grabbed a bottle of Jack's, brought it back out the front. Boom.
Often at Australian music festivals or concerts in general, or basically any event, the crowd will egg the person on to do a shoey.
Yes.
At this one, is it a booty?
Was there any shoey action?
The first shoey I saw was actually from Jelly Roll, but it wasn't Jelly Roll who did it. Second song, Jelly Roll hadn't even spoken yet. Like, you know, they just go straight into the first 2 songs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
boom.
Come out
They
with a
just-
bang.
Yeah, we're acting, right? And then the best part about Jelly Roll is that there was like 15 people on stage and it didn't feel like it was a Jelly Roll performance.
Like you'd know.
was
Jelly Roll and
Literally
friends.
like,
You're
which
like-
one's Jelly Roll?
It was like, it was Jelly Roll's crew. It was just like,
Yeah.
the whole thing was just about everyone. And he was talking to everyone. He was like, it wasn't just about him. He was including everyone. And the second song he did, there's a massive drum solo, or one that they've put into this performance. I haven't heard the song before. And the drummer, who's even heavier than Jelly Roll,
Wow.
he was going
Strong
ham on
stage.
these drums. He was going ham on these drums. The craziest drum solo I've ever freaking seen. And I've seen
Yeah.
bloody... Who did we see? U2. I've seen U2. I've seen Coldplay. This guy was going off.
famous for their intense drumming. Coldplay.
Will Champion just
Yeah, just a reminder, at one point in the Coldplay concert, they were wearing furry heads and running around.
Alien
Yeah.
heads.
Yeah, that's
Riley ranks drummers Phil Collins, then the guy from Coldplay, then Bono.
it. Yeah,
And
the
Jelly Roll's
Roll.
guy. Jelly Roll's heavy bloke up the back. He was such a fucking legend. I love this bloke. But he was going ham on these drums, doing this massive solo. And Jelly Roll picked up a van out of nowhere.
A van?
A whole van.
Poured it, no, like
This
a van.
guy is strong.
Oh,
Shoot.
fuck. He is big. Jesus.
Poured a beer in it while this guy's doing
Whose
the
shoe
drum
was it,
solo. I think it was like a prop shoe. Like the one
a
they
Clean
use.
shoe.
Clean,
Yeah,
yeah.
shoe
One
with
they
the
use for
plastic
shoes.
lining. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Poured a beer
It
into
has a big
this.
sign, no foot.
Poured a beer into this van. As the drummer's doing a solo, mid solo, he leans his head back.
The drummer does.
Jelly Roll pours a beer in his mouth and just lets him have his moment. It was so awesome.
It's a bit sensual, that.
Jelly Roll also played some covers, which I loved because as not a massive
Yeah,
Jelly
just-
Roll fan.
yeah, hoping to hear any song you know.
But everyone around me, it was like a lot of old people were really into Jelly Roll. Like really into Jelly Roll.
Jesus.
Like so old and so drunk that they're holding their phone up to film it. They're not filming anything of the concert.
That's
They're-
my favourite
Their
part.
phones just
Yeah,
waving
yeah.
around. And then one of them flipped the camera and was dancing with Cade for a bit. He would have no recollection of that, but it was so good. But he played some covers. Let me list off some of the
Yeah.
songs that he covered.
Okay, it's still
Young,
good.
Wild and Free by Snoop
Good,
Dogg.
good,
Nice.
yep.
The Angels, Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face Again?
Very
Oh, I
nice.
did see him do that recently.
There you go.
And he goes, "There's nowhere in the world that sings the bit that Australia sings back."
Yeah.
I didn't even know other people knew about that song.
And to show diversity, toward the end of the set, he was getting
He did Kung Fu Fighting.
he was getting a bit emotional
Whoa!
and talking about his past as an ex-convict and someone who wasn't allowed out of the United States, and the Australian government banned him from coming into our country. But
Wow.
now he's allowed.
Yeah, because
Because he's
he's a
famous.
felon. Yeah,
That's how it works.
it's not a
No, I
personal
think
attack.
Even while he was,
What did he do? What was his crime?
I'm not sure, but I think he was in jail for a little while.
Oof, let's find out.
Anyway, but then he played, and there was an instrumental, and I
No, you
started.
say Young and Wild and Free.
I started to pick up on what the instrumental was, and he went straight into it. He finished his last sentence of the monologue, and then went straight into "Let It Be" by the Beatles.
Wow.
It was just went off. It was
That
just
is
awesome.
range. That is
Yeah.
some range.
And it was after multiple songs of Shaboozy and Jelly Roll, like the song would finish, the big finish goes boom, and like the lights get down. I was actually like saying like, "Wow," like that was awesome.
Wow.
Like and like someone does a performance, and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like that was killer.
good, yeah.
I was like so engulfed in that. Yeah, music 5 out of 5, which makes this a 19 out of 20.
a 19 out of 20. We divide by 2 apparently.
Yeah,
Is that what we're doing to get out of 10?
obviously, Joe.
So
You're
it's
the math
We're
guy.
doing
9.5
9
out of 10.
out of 10.
We've never had a half, I don't think.
No, that's pretty good.
That is
That's
pretty bloody
literally
good.
couldn't be much better.
Well, the line at the toilet.
line at the
That's
toilet.
elite.
was
I-
slightly long, even though him talking to the lady in the line was
The best part.
apparently the best thing that happened.
It did. It was a great day.
I'm flat I didn't go now.
It was a great night.
I'm
You'll be back
genuinely
next
flat.
year?
Oh, they'll be back.
I would like to see Shaboozy just do his own thing.
Yeah, I
as
think he
well.
will as well because I mean
He definitely has.
he's only
the-
got like one album out, right? So and the
Yeah.
amount of bangers that we already know, there's
How many
plenty more
songs
to
did
come.
you know of Shabooz?
Pretty like maybe he played like I don't know, like 5 songs, 5 or 6, which is a lot for a festival.
So you played 5 songs.
No, I knew like 5 or 6
How many
songs.
did you play?
I don't know, probably like 10 to 12.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, okay.
Get on it.
Yeah, and the ones that I didn't know as well, like I listened to now. You know, like it was a
There
good
you go.
performance and it gets you going.
Unreal. Well, there you go. So Strummingbird collects a 9.5 out of 10 from Junior Boy. He'll be back. I believe they're doing it next year. I believe it's going to become an annual event. I said annual event.
Well, that's the thing. You got to like listen out and stuff, and it doesn't sell out these days.
Strumming?
But Strummingbird, fucking hell, there's 25,000 people there.
People love country.
Yeah.
I said
Wowee.
country. Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we've been asking the punters at home to get involved with the show by
Yes.
sending it to their friends or commenting in the box, or most excitingly,
Yep.
just sending in a suggestion for something that you can contribute to the show, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a topic, maybe it's a question, maybe it's something you want us to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe, just maybe, it's a hero submission.
Oh, baby.
Now, over the journey, we've had some fantastic hero submissions from a few of the punters. And the man who has sent one in today is a bit of a frequent flyer. He has at least sent one in before.
Yep.
I think last time it was featuring it was him
Yep.
with featuring Subwoofer.
He's also won it before.
It was a V8 engine.
Yeah.
He won it for something.
But when he
And I remember when we called him, he was like with some chick at Macca's.
Classic.
This story also involves
Celebrating with the gals, getting the girls involved. We have a new one from him. We actually went to the cricket with him the other week, and he got up to some fairly unheroic behaviour.
So funny though.
That we won't mention, but genuinely made my day.
Genuinely villainous stuff.
Cheesy's, that's his name. His name's Alex, the man that we're talking about. He sent this to me. You boys haven't heard it yet?
No, we haven't.
Very excited. So without any further ado, let's hear Alex Cheesy's hero submission.
G'day, boys. Everyday hero this week goes to a Wilson car park inspector. So Saturday night, took the missus out on date night, and I'm in a fucking Ford Raptor, 85k, just sitting there, and I'm trying to park this fucking truck in a car parking bay. And there was an inspector going around giving people tickets that hadn't bought a ticket, obviously, or pay for their parking. So I've done this like impossible park, and I had my window down, and the inspector turns around and is like, "Wow, mate, that was bloody impressive."
Humble, bro.
I was like, "Cheers, bruv." And he turns around, and then I go out of the car to go get a ticket, put it on my window, and as I'm going up to him, like towards the machine, he comes up to me, he's like, "How long are you going to be here, bruv?" And I'm like, 45 minutes. Just taking the missus to time zone. And he's like, "You know what? Go to time zone, have fun, enjoy. Don't worry about a ticket. I won't put one on your car." And I'm like, "You're a legend." Lets me go. And then he was like, "Mate, I got to do one good deed for the day." I was like, "Well, I'm going to return the favour. Everyday hero for you, mate. Well done."
There we go.
And he said, "I have no idea what that is."
All right, let's unpack it. Firstly, have you pitched him up? Listen to his voice. He has a bit of a high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
But you seem to have really taken all of his testicles from it.
Oh.
Wrong button. Have a listen to he's really gotten a bit of a high octave here.
You reckon?
G'day, boys. Everyday hero this week goes to a Wilson car
I
park
haven't pitched
inspector.
up his voice at all,
Okay,
actually.
He sounds like he's...
That's just unfortunate.
Sounds like he's well up there. Good on him. The high octave voice, getting it done.
Right. Yes.
So he then also paid... Did he not pay for a ticket?
No, he didn't. He went to pay.
Were you not listening?
Oh, no, I thought he went to pay and then
He
paid.
did. No.
And then bought the ticket back, and then the guy was like, "How much did you pay it for?"
How spewing would you be if you had a ticket when you got back? And that guy was like, "Oh, I'm one under my quota for the day.
Yeah.
Here's one."
Ping him. Well, the funny...
Or like he finishes up at 7 and the new guy starts.
Yeah,
and goes,
he comes out,
"There you
he's
go."
clamped.
And also, a funny thing I find is like he's probably putting tickets on that many cars, and probably a lot of the cars are like, a couple grand. Like, and Cheesy rocks in with his bloody 85 grand truck, and he's like, "You don't have to pay for a ticket."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
you think? I mean, the rich get richer.
The rich do get richer.
That's the one thing that I thought. But I mean, it's rare that you hear a story about a parking inspector that is positive.
That's very true.
There's usually very negative tones toward the profession that is being the inspector of parking.
Yeah.
All you do is take away people's money.
I've never had a single positive moment with any of them. Have you?
I don't know. Not one.
No.
I saw one get hit by a truck once, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's
It
the
was
thing.
also fun to be the driver.
It's fun to see him fly through my windscreen. But yeah, no, I thought it was nice to hear a flip of a juxtaposition of the role.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It must be a tough profession. Do you know, recently I found out there is someone whose dad is a
Oh God.
parking inspector.
Parking
I'll let
guy.
you guess. They're sort of well known
What?
in the space.
Oh, we know them.
We know of them. We haven't met them. We came quite close to meeting them at some
Snoop
stage.
Dogg.
Not quite, no.
Oh, I've gone.
That is very vague.
We came close. Here we go. Is he going to be like Hamish Blake or something?
Yeah, Jack Post.
Oh, the postman.
Jack Post's dad is apparently a parking inspector.
Wow.
Wow.
What a heinous job.
What a job.
Why
eh?
would you do that? To me, like, and again, actually, I don't care if I offend any parking inspectors. To me, a parking
Bang,
inspector.
here we go.
Here we go.
Joe's just taking his shirt off.
To me, it's the kind of job that, like, you might be in between jobs. You just got to get by. It's
Yeah.
like debt collector. It's like, you got to do it. Like, it's the
yeah.
only job I can
Someone's
get.
gotta
It's not
do
bringing
it.
you any joy. Surely putting tickets on
Yeah.
someone's car is not bringing you any joy.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally out there to, pull
And you're not
car
getting,
up.
like,
You must have to reframe it. In training, they must be like, no, every car that you put your ticket on Means that you're a hero.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're like trespassing or some shit. They paint you as the villain.
Yeah. Or maybe they're like, think about everyone who does pay.
Yeah,
but
but
if
I
other
would
people
much
are getting
prefer a
it for
rule where
free.
no one's paying versus.
yeah. It's
Anyway.
a grim job.
It
a
is,
grim
but
job.
Alex seems to have found the one golden egg.
And at a car park that has caused controversy on the show before.
Yeah, for
Wilson.
sure.
Yeah, true.
We've had some chats about Wilson.
We have.
Over the
Wilson.
journey.
One of the loved companies at Perth.
There's a huge Reddit threads about
Oh,
Wilson.
every time someone gets
Everyone's-
one these days, they're talking about it.
Everyone's got an opinion.
Do you have to pay him? No one's sure. Well, this bloke probably thinks, no.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, no one's paying.
Anyway, well, there we go. Thank you so much to Alex for sending it in. If you have a hero of your own at home, send it through. Riley will doctor the sound to make you sound a little bit like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
Just make us
And then you lie about it.
and then,
Yeah. And I'll
and then
have
we'll put it.
I'll pitch us all down 3 octaves and we'll be sweet.
This week's Everyday Hero is going to Alex Marchese's Parking Inspector for being a decent individual. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast. Very exciting news for next week.
Oh,
I think we mentioned at the end of last week or the week before that we had some big stuff.
Yeah,
in-
stuff brewing.
We did. This is one of the many things. Next week on the podcast, we've had so many guests in such a short amount of time, which has been very nice. It's cool to get our calendars in sync. And often it just comes from like a standpoint of we're just asking to get people on.
Yeah.
And then it all happens at once, doesn't it?
Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
It does. So next week, we are very excited to announce that Kent Smallsy, will be joining us here on the MacPack podcast. Most people would know Smallsy from Smallsy Surgery, which he did on Nova for over a decade. Very recently, within the last week, he has announced that he'll be... Well, he's leaving Nova. He announced that in August. He announced that he's leaving Nova. And last week, he announced that he'll be joining Kiss FM in 2026. So
massive.
he might not be on Nova anymore, but he'll still be on the airwaves. I was saying earlier that I can't remember a time where Smallsy wasn't on the radio. I was fortunate enough to catch his last shift a couple of weeks ago. And it did feel a bit weird because he's just always been such a constant
Yeah, he's
on
just,
Australian radio.
and he's like the Smallsy Surgery. Like, everyone knows that he's just always on. It's like even a little bit hard for me to understand that there's a guy that does it. It's just like he's just built into the fabric, you know.
literally.
But it's great to see he's doing something new, and we're gonna chat all about it next week.
Yeah, he's an absolute ripper. He chats to some of the biggest guests in the world. He was saying, because we've already spoken to him, but he was saying that he speaks to about 200 guests each and every year,
Now
which
maybe about
is
203.
which is an absolute mammoth effort. We chat about all sorts of stories about how he started, some of the best guests he's spoken to, what his plans and aspirations are for the future as well.
Smallsy,
And
that's
some
right.
of the worst feedback he ever received.
Yeah.
That got an interesting.
Very interesting.
Some people were a little bit nervous to let us know.
Yep.
Smallsy double down. I rate that highly. He's a very competitive operator. I think that's why he's been as successful as he has been for so long. So next week, the MacPack are joined by Smallsy.
That's right, baby. I love Smallsy's voice. Smallsy has...
Yeah, it's good.
Like, Tim has a very, very good radio voice as well, but Smallsy has like a niche voice where it's like very distinctive. You know what I mean? And it just sounds like like what he does is like music and pop culture presenting. He fits the mold perfectly. He's got such a cool voice. As soon as you hear it paired
he
with us,
invented them all.
yeah, literally. I mean, he may have. There's been people that have come after him who sound like Smallsy, and that's the cool thing to have under your belt.
Exactly right. I don't want to paint him with a brush, but if he was calling the footy, I don't know how
Yeah,
he would sound if he was doing Brian Taylor's job.
Yeah.
that's what I
It would be a
mean.
very different vibe.
But
I'd
I'd
tune
love
in.
to see Taylor's Surgery taking over on
PT surgery. Chatting with Benson Boone. Could you imagine Brian approaching Benson? Mind you, Brian
So
sort of
what's
looks
with
like
this
Benson's dad.
What's with this get up we are wearing? What's going on with that?
There you go. The pants connected to the top. That's an interesting choice. There you go. So Smallsy's on the show next week. Very excited about that. Until we do this time next week
Yeah, baby.
with Smallsy. Stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to
Go give your mum a hug.
this is for now, but not forever.